Julia, welcome to NLive Radio in association with the Retro Charts.
Thank you.
Now, you've had a busy week, haven't you?
Yes, I've had an extremely busy week. I did 2 shows in London, and I've also done a couple of shows where I've been the guest singer. One's at Judy Tzuke, who I'm in a band with, and one's for Judith Owen and Harry Shearer. But yes, 4
so very busy.
It gave us to sing the woman-to-woman Christmas Day charity single.
Yes, now I'm going to play that a bit later. That single is fantastic.
Oh, I'm so glad you love it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a really catchy ditty, isn't it?
Yes, it's a really wonderfully catchy Christmas cracker of a song, as I call it.
It is indeed. Didn't Beverly Craven write it?
Written by our very own Beverly Craven.
Yeah, very good penning.
Yes, very good penning. I mean, she's written, some great smash hits. Another one being "Promise Me," and I think this has the same kind of catchy appeal.
I think it does. And didn't she get her idea for writing this kind of style of songwriting from Judy Tzuke as well, by kind of making a list?
She wrote a really wonderful song called "State" for our Woman to Woman album that was a co-write with another great singer-songwriter called Beth Nilsson Chapman. And when Judy and Beth wrote that song, they made a list of all the things that they wanted to feel. And Beverly decided to try the same idea for the Christmas song, where she listed all of the things that we do feel and the magical memories that we have.
She was making a list and checking it twice.
Yes, and singing it twice, 3, perhaps even 4 times with the chorus on that one. Yes, exactly.
So this song then is also a charity hit, isn't it?
Yes, the song was written for a particular charity that Beverly was approached by called Auditory Verbal UK. And they are a charity that supports profoundly deaf children. Some of the kids are actually singing on the end of the Christmas Day song.
I've seen that, so we can have a look at that, can't we? There's a YouTube clip.
There's a wonderful little homespun video that us girls made ourselves with our iPhone.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun, actually, isn't it?
I'm really thrilled with it. And if you could either go to YouTube or to
or the website.
live.com, that's our website, you can see our Christmas Day video. And all the kids at the end who are singing Christmas Day, the catchy chorus, they are all children who have been supported by Auditory Verbal UK in supporting them and how to kind of get past their deafness, work with their deafness, and providing, in some instances, cochlear implants for them.
That's a wonderful charity then, isn't it, to support. And how do we obtain these CD or to donate to the charity?
Thank you so much. You can do it. If you go to that website that I just mentioned, WTWLIVE.com, which is basically woman to woman, WTWLive.com, you can get our CD. We've done this, we think, rather wonderful idea where you get the actual song that you're about to hear. And you can also, for your donation of £10 or more, you can get a karaoke version that comes in this Christmas card that Beverly and Judy and myself have all signed with a lovely picture on the front. So you get one CD and you get the song, which is the single for the charity, but you also get a karaoke backing track with the words on the back of the CD cover that you can sing along. But wait,
see, that sounds perfect fun for the family on Christmas Day, doesn't it?
Fun for the family on Christmas Day, but not only that, as soon as you receive your CD, you can do a recording of yourself doing it and post it to our Facebook competition.
Loving that.
Facebook competition for the best karaoke version of our song Christmas Day.
Loving that.
Spectacular prize of a really beautiful poster that we've had framed of the 3 of us in Woman to Woman. So
how lovely.
Craven, Judy Tzuke, and myself. So,
and haven't the first batch of these CDs with the Christmas card, they've already gone, haven't they? They've been super popular.
They've been so popular. We're now on our 3rd printing. We did one giant order, 2nd giant order. Now we're on our 3rd. It's exceeding our expectations. So we are really thrilled with the support so far.
I'm not surprised, though, that it's going so well, because it really is a catchy little number. And every single penny goes to charity, doesn't it?
Yes. So for every stream, because if you don't want the CD, you can stream it, you can download it. So all of the money from the streaming, the download, or the purchase of the CD goes straight to the charity, all of it.
That's fantastic stuff. Can we talk about your recent tour as well with Judy Tzuke and Beverly Craven?
Well, for us it was wonderful. We were feeling so lucky to get to do 2 tours together. We did one last November And we did a wonderful summer tour in June. It was so nice to be in the Great Britain on a really warm summer. And throughout June, we played beautiful theatres all up and down the country. And we also have a woman-to-woman album that we did together. And for me, I've so enjoyed that part of our collaboration, that we actually have this beautiful album with these wonderful harmonies on it. And the voices are such a natural fit. I like to think we're kind of like the Bee Gees and the way they sort of slot together.
They do blend together so incredibly well, don't they?
Thank you. I mean, it's sort of interesting, really. I mean, you know, it's such a natural fit. Mainly Judy's voice is in the middle and mine is underneath and Beverly's is on top, and it's like a very nice,
smooth,
natural sort of chocolate cake fit, I think.
Safe, rested, clear, calm, grace, centered, here, home. We've fought so hard, we've come so far, back where we began, and for all the joys and sorrows, finally we can be safe, anchored, unchained, faith, holding no blame, and the future is everything as we forgive ourselves and we reach beyond the wreckage of you loving someone else. Our hearts are still surrendering. Now the wounds will heal in spite of everything, learning how to feel safe, hopeful, no fear, brave, open, now we're safe. Be kind and always remember to love. This one life we live has to be enough. Be kind and always remember to love. This one life we live has to be enough.
How did this all come about?
It's actually Beverly's idea. Beverly pointed out that all three of us were with the same agent. We have this guy that we all work with called Lee Noble, who's an agent from up north. And he was representing us three gals and actually a bunch of other singer-songwriters. And we were all playing really nice art centres or little clubs with maybe one or two musicians. It's actually really quite expensive to go on the road with a band. And Beverly pointed out to Lee that maybe, just maybe, if you put Beverly Craven, Judy Tzuke and Julia Fordham together with a 5-piece band, you could maybe do a theatre tour. And it just took off from there.
And I'm not surprised. What a brilliant idea.
And I was so glad that I said yes to that, and I was so glad that Bev said yes to doing an album, because I felt really excited to be working with these fine songwriters with lovely voices, and I felt really excited about the sound that I could imagine with the three of us. And I think that the blend that is us sort of became the fourth member of the band in a way.
Oh, I can see that.
And that whole part of it, I just loved singing with them on the record, but I also loved doing the live thing. And hence when Beverly approached us about joining her for this Auditory Verbal UK charity song, Christmas Day, that she'd written, of course, how perfect, because for me, any excuse to get back in the studio with Beverly and Judy and sing together again and create that sound is a definite yes for me.
Of course, yeah, great experience. You've got more stuff coming up, haven't you, next year? You've got your own solo tour.
Yes, I'm going to be doing a tour of the United States of America next year. I'm really excited about that. I haven't been on the East Coast for a while. I have some dates in New York and Boston and Washington.
So you're getting about a bit.
I'm getting about a bit. I'm doing LA, I'm doing San Fran. I'm so excited.
I'm sure you are. So it all kicks off in April in Philadelphia.
Yes, April in Philadelphia.
And you're touring with your new album, Magic?
Yes, that's exactly. I'm going to be, I mean, I know what the fans want, and they mainly want all the old songs that they know. So there'll be, as usual, you know, when we did the Woman to Woman tour, we know the hits and the favourites that people want, but we also need to, as artists, do a few new songs. So when I do my Magic album, I will, you know, obviously do all the songs I'm known for, like Happy Ever After, or Wherever the Time Goes.
Which has now reached over 1 million hits on YouTube, hasn't it?
I love that you know that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, I'm absolutely so proud of the fact that I made it past the 1 million threshold in something. Yes, it actually felt really significant because it was a beautiful video, that Happy Ever After video.
It is. It's lovely.
You know, if my kid ever Googles me, I mean, she's a teenager and I'm sure not that interested in me at the moment, but if she saw that, oh, wow, Mum, you know, they've gone past that 1 million threshold, it's kind of cool. Right?
Yeah, it's very cool. It's really impressive because that, of course, was your debut platinum-selling album from 1988, was it?
No.
First release, yeah.
1988, the years fly by, but yes, so to actually have that kind of credential, it's sort of, you have these like little invisible lines that you want to try and cross, and that one for me was one of them. I was like, wow, I'd love for that
That's big.
video to hit 1 million hits while my mum's still alive, so I can show her.
Oh, how lovely.
I had that moment. I've shown her. She was really chuffed, so that was great.
Oh, good for you. That is wonderful stuff. Well, I'm very, very impressed with the work that you do as an artist, and I understand that Michael Ball is one of your big fans as well, isn't he?
I love Michael Ball, and it turns out that he loves me. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
So he should. So didn't he appear with you on stage at Bush Hall?
Well, Michael is an extraordinary performer. He's a quite brilliant man. He's very, very funny as well. I mean, he might be one of the funniest people I know, actually. But he is also an incredibly enthusiastic person. And he's really, you know, somebody who leads with his heart. And he loves my song, Where Does the Time Go, from my first record. And he not only played it a lot on his Radio 2 show, but he came to a London show in Shepherd's Bush, which is this wonderful theatre. It was called the
Bush Hall is a great space, isn't it?
It's a lovely stage, and he literally came up on stage and, you know, brought the house down by turning it into a duet.
What a great experience.
It was incredible. So that's another thing on YouTube that's done really well, because, of course, somebody whipped out their phone and recorded it, and I'm so glad that it's out there to be seen.
I'm sure, yeah.
So, you know, Michael's a great performer. I mean, he's extraordinary. His voice and talent's phenomenal.
Excellent stuff. Well, we're going to play your Christmas Day single shortly, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today on NLive Radio in association with the Retro Chart. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you, and I really wish you all the best with this Christmas single. We're going to let people know how they can get hold of it as well, and I want to wish you all the very best with your tour next year and to have a wonderful Christmas time. Thank you so much for continuing to entertain audiences all around the world with your superb voice.
What a lovely thing to say. Thank you so much for supporting our song.
We do indeed.
Really appreciate your help. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Bye-bye for now.
Christmas is all about magical memories, love and peace. Sleigh bells and Santa Claus, tinsel and fairy lights. I hope he'll come tonight. Garlands and candlelight, baubles and sweets on my tree. Christmas is all about you and me. Reindeer and mistletoe, I hope it's gonna snow. Twinkling stars, glitter and paper chains, hanging our stockings, and let's go to bargaining. Glistening icicles, angels sooner we get to bed, the sooner it will be Christmas Day, Christmas Day, Christmas Day, Christmas Day, Christmas Day, Christmas Day. Presents and crackers and chocolates and oranges, mince pies and marzipan, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is